ta 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 ta. Hello, my lovelies. How are you guys? Get all my stuff set up here. And by stuff set up, I mean more just moving my keyboard around so I don't slam my fingers on it. Hello, though. How are you guys? I see a couple of you in here. Hello. How's everybody's day going? Yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to be here. Also, my shirt today. Splish splash. Your opinion is true. I swear, I'm 7. Hello, Luna. And who decides to join me as soon as she hears me talking in here. It's like clockwork every time. But yeah, I'm 7 years old. So literally most of my friends know that I love graphic t-shirts, especially anything with raccoons on it 'cause I love raccoons. Oh, I love raccoons. I think they're the cutest thing ever. But I am well known for my raccoon shirts now, so rude. Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh. It's already Wednesday, but it's only Wednesday, but it's already Wednesday. My brain is mush. Every time we do one of these after I get done with like a full work day, it's just chaos. I had like especially because I had yeah, I'm glad half of the week is over. That's the good news, but it's like it's only halfway over at the same time. It's like it's halfway, but it's halfway. I had a doctor's appointment earlier today, and so I'm like, I had to go, I had to do my yearly physical. So you have to go in, you have to do the fasting, and you have to go in and do blood work and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, I am I need more caffeine. I need my coffee, please. I had to play a bit of catch up and it never kicked in all the way, so I'm just sitting here like dead. Absolutely dead. Although I you never want to hear this from your doctor. I literally went in, she's like, "You feeling okay?" It's like, "I think so." Just wake me up, please. Rude. If you can't tell though, in the background, I have new floors. I'm very excited. I'm very happy about this. I've got a whole vlog about it that I'm editing right now, but it was so chaotic. Thank you. I love the floors too. I love how they turned out. Like I'll scroll a little bit out of the way so you can kind of get a better view of them. Like you can actually see like how this room looks so much better with the floors in it. It just like it brings it together. But these cats, I swear, we had these people. So these guys were amazing. Fantastic company, fantastic job. These guys came in. Thank you. They came in. It took them probably, they told, like the estimate, they told us it was going to take like 2 days, I think. Yeah, like 2 days. They would do like the first half of it on one day and then they'd come back and they'd finish it the next day. Well, hubby and I took the day off. He took both days off. I only took the first day off because I was hoping I would have at least my office done so I could like start putting my computer and stuff in here so I can get back to work. But he took both days off, but they were like, "Oh, we're going to have but it's going to take 2 days." And then at the end of the first day they're like, "Oh, we're done." What? You're done? They're like, "Yeah, we're done. We got done early. Here you go. You want to look at it?" And I was like, "Yeah. Yeah, I want to look at it." Because the cats, I swear, I promise one day when I get on one of these streams with you guys, I'll stop talking about my cats all the time. But today's not that day. Today's not that day. But free day for hubby. Yeah, it was definitely a free day for hubby. He was thrilled to pieces. He was like, I'm gonna go do wood." He's gotten into woodworking recently with his guy friends. So that's I have the house to myself today. I'm a free bird because he went with his friends to go do this woodworking thing because he's got a bunch of friends who he's been friends with these guys since college. Like My in real life best friend and I have been friends since college, but it's just the one friend. Ron. So hubby is not Ron Swanson, but one of our guy friends, 100%, I think is he emulates Ron Swanson, just without the mustache. But he's definitely got that Ron Swanson like vibe going on. But like he's known these guys since college, and so they always get into these like projects together, and it's always the most like, hey babe, I was talking with the guys recently. I think I'm gonna get into woodworking. Like, I think I'm just gonna go for a walk today. I think I'm gonna pick up woodworking today. Okay, have fun. You have your hobbies, I have mine. I could, I am creative in a lot of ways, but stuff like that, yes, bros I love that. I'm gonna use that. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna use that later. So, bros that project together stay together. Oh my god. Hello. No, you cannot, Joey. I swear. So I've got two of, and especially now because hubby's not here, I've got both of these cats in here, driving me nuts. Which, oh my god. Okay, speaking of hubby, I don't know if he would love me saying this, but he loves teasing me about like he's so supportive. Again, we love hubby, we respect hubby in this household. He loves that I do the streaming. He thinks it's so fun, and he's always again very supportive. If you guys have seen him, he'll offhand like off screen he'll hand me things occasionally so that I can do stuff. But he literally today I was like, gas him up a little bit. I was like, oh my god, I was talking about you on the last stream that I did with everybody, and we were joking, and because everybody likes you and they think you're fun, that you sound really fun or whatnot. And he literally, and this is, I'm gonna say this, and it's a joke between us. It's not like a super spicy thing, but like he likes to leave marks. So he literally like as he was leaving, he was like, "Tell stream I said hi," and then just left me here with this. It's like rude. I married him though. I married him. We love it though. We love it. How dare right? I was like, how dare you? How dare you do this to me? And then just leave me here. Leave me here with your mess. He thought he was so slick about it too. He's just like, tell stream I said hi. And then just left. I was like, I'm gonna get you. So if he's watching this back, just know I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your ass. Right? Oh yeah. I swear. So yeah, again, we had the floors done. The cats were not thrilled about this whole process, but like, they did what they did. But now my little boy here. Yes, hello. Oh, you want to say hello? Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. He was the least thrilled about this whole process because he likes the carpet because he gets to puke on it, as we've talked about before. Again, I promise one day I'll stop talking about these stupid cats. Yeah, we love a supportive hubby. We love supportive hubbies. They don't have to like what like the stuff that we do on here. They don't have to. We don't care about that. It's the fact that they're supportive, right? Yes. Be free. Make up your mind. Do you want up? Do you want down? Can't have anything nice around here. Oh my gosh. All right. So what is everybody going to work on today? We working on some fun projects? What are we going to do? I swear to God, eventually I'm going to finish DDD. Eventually. Is that going to be sometime this millennium? Who knows? We'll find out. Reading. Oh, anything good? What are you reading? Details. I need details, please. Do contact. Ooh. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Doing a content. Ooh. What kind? If you don't mind me asking, what genre? Content polls are always. Excuse me. That's not for you. Content polls for me are always like really interesting because like I never know what I find interesting in a book. I don't know if somebody else would find interesting, if that makes sense. So I'm like, Eve by ooh. Oh, that sounds good. I feel like I've heard of that book. I feel like I've heard of that. Am I crazy? Probably. If the brain well, see, that's the thing. The brain never wants to cooperate. It never wants to cooperate. It's just constantly on the move. Screenshots and quotes. First time I've done one. Fair. Fair. Again, I have now three, technically 2 books out. I don't know how to do content polls, so. Also, sorry, I feel like I'm coming down with like a little bit of a cold because I've got a little congestion going on right now, but we hate that. All right, because again, you guys know me. If I don't start to do something, I'm just gonna continue blabbering for a millennia. So let's get our little co-working. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Get our little on together setup going. Again, eventually I'll have my stuff together, but today's probably not that day. All right. I'm gonna do another writing sesh. Oh, so this is a virtual, it's like a virtual co-working game. It is so fun. Yeah, having it together is so boring. It is honest truth. So this game is called On Together Virtual Co-working. I love having this game on. And it's like it's just so cute. Like got your little person and you've got a whole little like city that you can put your person in or whatnot, and then you could put her or your little person wherever you want and put them in like focus. So I'm gonna put my little person over here. I like to make them right. Yeah, you can put other people in the game. So like as you saw as I was creating my little lobby, I made it private just so I don't have anybody else in here with me. But you can, the whole thing is your virtual co-working on together. So you can have like a bunch of friends and stuff like that join you or whatnot. I have done it a couple times where I'll set up like a little space and have some of my friends join in occasionally. But I like it because it's like, again, you have like, you're together, but you're not like physically together, but it's like, if that makes sense. So I like having this on here, especially during these, not that, because I can have my little notes over here, and it's got a Pomodoro timer, which is for our purposes for stream, these are clutch. Helps us keep on time so we can actually get all of our stuff together. So get brain cell cooperate, please. All right. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one. That sounds interesting though. Ooh. Yeah, there's a bunch of different like games you can do during writing or whatnot. I did for a while. Oh, what was it? Bongo the Cat. Have you guys done like the Bongo the Cat thing? It's like you get it on stream or whatnot, but it's like, or not stream, is it Steam? And it's not really like a game per se, but it's like a little typing thing. So every time you like, you're typing or whatnot, the cat like hits the bongo. It's so silly, but it's so cute. And then every time it hits like a certain number, you get like points or whatnot. Like it's a whole thing. Anyway, again, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel that. And especially if you have multiple projects going on at the same time. Yeah, that's a lot. I had somebody. Oh, on that same vein, when I did my last author event in person, I had somebody come up, a super nice lady, came up to me and was like, listen, me do my little spiel or whatnot. And she was like, I really like the sound of both of these, but if you had to pick a book, if you had to pick one of your books, which one would you pick? And I'm like, that's like asking me who my favorite child is. you, you expect me to tell you which is my favorite? How could you ask that? So I get that. Yeah. That's also the thing is finding balance between other things, because I have a terrible habit that if I don't focus on like one particular thing at a time, and I talked about this a lot during streams and on my videos or whatnot, of like if I don't focus on one thing at a time, it's just like it's all over the place. They didn't they didn't sass me on the drive over. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah, no, you're not. You're definitely not alone on that. Pen pen name's my favorite today because they didn't annoy me. All right, my lovelies, let's get some work done. So I am gonna get, as our usual thing, I've got my little stream note over here. We'll do our 25-minute sprints, and then we'll do 5 minutes in between to chit chat on and off for about 4 different sprints, and then that'll be the wrapped up at the end. So let's get started. All right, one sprint down already. Hello, welcome in. I don't know when you popped in, but if you just popped in, hello. We just got done with our first sprint. Oh, excuse me, go ahead and start the timer for that back up, because again, as you know, I will talk right over that if I don't have it. 3. Woohoo! That's awesome. I am currently on chapter 6 of Don't Date the Doctor. I should be further along. I really should. But I'm just muddling right now. Just army crawling through this draft. I know. Usually, so my stuff usually comes alive more, so far at least, so far, in the editing. Especially once I get past the like initial humps of the like ironing out the story and all of that stuff. Once I get the story like nailed down and it's just kind of finessing with words and line edits and that kind of thing, it gets a lot easier. But until we get to that point, I'm so like my best friend in real life is the one who does a lot of my beta reading for me, and she is phenomenal. We love her. She volunteers out of the goodness of her heart and whatever else I am willing to send her way. She is fantastic. She's the one I've known since college. She is amazing. Love her to pieces. If she happens to see this at some point, hello. Oh my god, she's got. I'm not, again, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to say too much, but she has her first child right now, and she shows her kid my stuff, like my videos on here, and he knows who I am through these through this stuff. So again, because we don't live close to each other, we live like a couple hours away, so it's mostly like calling, texting. We like to occasionally we play games online together or whatnot, but like, you know, it's hard. Adult friending is hard, especially if you've known each other for a very long time like we have. But she makes me laugh because she sends me like pictures of him like looking at the screen, and it's just an image of like one of my like a video or something of mine in the background. Like, her and hubby are my number one cheerleaders. Aside from my parents, honestly, I have a lot of cheerleaders. I'm very, very, very lucky. I have a lot of cheerleaders. Oh my gosh, 20 years. That is amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, I think, let me see, how long have we known each other? We've graduated. I'm dating myself, but I graduated college in 2014. She and I met in 2010, 2011. So we've known each other at least 14, 15 years. So we're up there too. Oh my god. 6th grade. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I love that. Oh my gosh. I remember, oh my gosh. Again, she's amazing. I love her. Her hubby and my parents are like my biggest cheerleaders. Her and hubby especially. Like, my parents, super supportive, super lovely, but they're not like readers. They're not really like my dad is so funny because again, I write spicy romances. Not something you can really talk about with your dad. So I'm like, you're not late to the party. This is the end of. We just finished sprint 1, and we're just chit chatting for a few minutes. So you're right. You were right on time. But yeah, it's not something you can really talk to about your dad. Like, hi, Dad. Do you want to read the smut that I wrote? My mom, on the other hand, she made me laugh. Because, and like, again, I explained it a little bit in the video I did where I was talking about like my pen name or whatnot, but she made me laugh because she's very like, and again, she's a product of her generation as well, of like, she is very like financial minded. Like, she was an accountant for a long time, so she is like very like honed in on that stuff, and she is very much like, I told her, I was like, I want to write spicy romances. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to start trying to goal myself towards. And she's like, that's a smart idea. Definitely do that. I think that's a great idea. I was like, thank you. And she's like, please put it under a pen name though. Please, For your grandparents' sake, please do that. You got it. But again, see, you guys let me ramble again. Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. I don't know which goes by quicker, these talking segments or the actual sprints themselves. Because like I was like right in the middle of like a thought process, and then the alarm went off. So I was, anyway. All right, my lovelies. Let us get started with sprint number 2. I will see you guys in 25 minutes. All right, we're done with our second sprint. How's everyone feeling? Brain is still not functioning. Now we'll start our timer here. How's the reading going? Hope you're getting some good reading in. I'm still in such a reading slump. I'm so mad about it too because I love to read. You can't be a writer or anything like that if you don't love to read. Like it just kind of goes hand in hand to me. But I have been in the worst reading slump recently. Have not read anything since earlier this year, I think. Too busy. Just too busy. Haven't had the time or the energy or mostly the mental energy. Oh my gosh. I wish I could show you guys this, but she's asleep in the bed over there. It's so cute. Yeah, I don't know what it's been. I've heard a lot of people say that actually, that like a lot of like recent releases and like the major publishing stuff has just not been like super hitting. I don't know what it is. The actual audacity. The actual audacity. Oh my gosh. Sorry, brain is just. Yes, I agree, Luke. We don't. Boo, Luke. That's just part of the process, honestly. You're not wrong. It the number of like first draft chapters that I have that never went anywhere, there's a lot. There's a lot. Like that's just the way it is. Like I think I know at least back when NaNoWriMo was like not problematic and it was still a thing, I did a whole like I finished it. Like I did the whole like what was it, 50K? Was it the 50K in a month thing? I can't remember, but I completed the whole challenge. Draft has never seen the light of day. Never seen the light of day. Same thing with the only one that I did when I was doing stuff like NaNoWriMo that saw the light of day was was my first one, Tosca, but like she quiet in the background. She just kind of hangs out. So, so practiced. I mean, that is practice. Like you've got the art of the first. Honestly, the first chapter is always the. It's so nerve wracking because it's such an important chapter. It is such an important chapter because it's like you need to capture people's attention. You have to like you have to start portraying the seedlings of your story. You got to introduce your characters in a way that's like natural but not too upfront, but like upfront enough that you're like, ooh, who is this part? Like it's so nerve-wracking, honestly. Like I always like I'm afraid that the first chapter somebody's going to read it and be like, goodbye. I'm done. Yeah, tons of like, but nothing cute. Yeah, like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, again, it's practice. That's the way I try to look at it. Again, it's frustrating. I know it's so frustrating because I'm the same way of like, but I want it to go somewhere. I want it to be something. But like, sometimes it's just practice for the other stuff. It's just practice for the other stuff. I have, again, I want to say probably about 10 outlines, first drafts, or almost complete drafts that just never went anywhere. And that's just practice. It wasn't meant to be, or it just wasn't meant to be now. That's the other thing too. You don't have to just give up on it entirely. Like there's one that I worked on for the during like the NaNoWriMo thing that I put on like the side. I put it on the side burner for a bit, and I might come back to it. We'll see. But like I don't want to give up on it entirely, so you don't have to if you don't want to. If anything else, if you do come back to it, then you've got a whole selection of things to choose from. Like I can pick this one or this one or this one or this one. I can do this one or this one. I got options. Like I can do anything I want. Like if I had stopped at the first draft that I wrote for Pen Name Project, would never have seen the light of day. Never would have seen. Rude timer, rude. Like it would never have seen the light of day, quite honestly, because the first draft of Pen Name Project was terrible. I'm gonna be so honest with you, it was terrible. Like, but that's okay. You can rewrite it, you can work on it, and it'll be fine. Yeah, the thing with like the rewrites of the first draft is, at least for me, I can only speak from my own experience, is in phases. So like phase one is the story, does the story work? Okay. How do I iron out the story? Does the story make sense and am I happy with it? Okay. I'm happy with it. I like the way the story is going. Phase one complete. Now I move on to the next phase of the thing. Do other people like it? Do other readers like it? Do readers find problems with it? Okay. Readers, here are some feedback from the readers. Okay. Move on to the next phase. So it's kind of like it's its own cycle. So like you've got, and again, I speak from my own experience. You got to get over that first draft hump. You got to get over the first draft hump. It's so hard though. It's easier said than done, but like, I believe in you. I got faith. You can do it. All right, before I continue rambling on too much longer, we will go ahead and start now with our third sprint. Again, so fast. It's just. Anyway, sprint number 2, let's go. Or number 3, let's go. All right. Sprint number 3 is done. How we doing? Oh, I'm the epitome of white girl dancing. Get that started. So how we feeling? Being productive? Getting things done? Reading? Hubby just got home a minute ago, so I was looking at all screen. I love this music. The music they have in this game is just like they fear me in the club. Mostly because they think I'll break a hip. But Grandma, no! Grandma, don't do it. Oh my god, I'm brain. You can tell I'm at the end of my day because I'll basically just say and do anything. I feel bad because every time I do sprints, that's basically what I say. I'm brain dead, and I don't know how accurate that is anymore. Is it brain dead if you never had a brain cell to exist? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm feeling pretty decent. I'm still in bless you, hubby. I'm still in chapter 6 in Don't Date the Doctor. So I'm feeling okay. Like I don't know. I'm feeling okay. I feel like I need to keep pushing. Once I get to the point where like I send it to my beta reader, then I feel like I can kind of relax a little bit more and not stress out as much about like what's going on with the story and all that kind of stuff. But until then, I will overanalyze and overthink everything. Everything, every single thing. It's just the way of the beast. But that's okay. We shall prosper. I've got somewhere in the background, I don't know if you've seen it. I'm I'm going to be working on another event I have coming up later this month, which it's not this coming up weekend, it's the weekend after that. So I basically just have all my little box of goodies up here just to like do kind of an inventory to see what I need to fix, not fix, but like what all I need to like resupply in there. Because I'm still trying, again, I've only done the one in person so far, so I'm still trying to figure out like how much to bring, what to bring, how to like make the table look nice kind of thing. But like I feel like the table setup last time was decent. I did order like a couple of things to kind of help make it look a little bit like more feng shui, I guess. So I got like these like pink like crate looking things. They're like the mesh sort of crates, so they're not like I don't it, I got those to kind of like showcase the book since I only have the 2 right now, which I'm hoping once I get the 3 out, it'll look a little less like sad on my table. Cuz like most of my author friends who I, go to these events or like talk to and who go to these events very regularly, which I'm hoping to do these more regularly as time comes up. And I think September is going to be my busiest month because I've got 3 events, so I have 3 weekends booked with events, so that'll be exciting. But like, we'll see how that goes. But like, I'm still trying to navigate and figure out like how events are going to go, or in like especially even just financially how things are going to go, because like one event may be really because like I'll listen to some of my other friends and they're like, oh my god, I didn't even make my table feedback for this event, and that spooks me a little bit. But like that's just the way it goes, the way the cookie crumbles. And I also have to figure out like, and I've seen a couple of comments on the finance video that I made. I I really need to figure out like how to like which subscriptions to cut down on because I feel like those are definitely like weighing on me a little bit more because it's like I've got all it's like I'm trying to make that back as well. So I got to figure out I have a lot of things to figure out. Yeah, you don't know until you try, so it's one of those things where it's like I'm going to pause that real quick. You don't really know how things are going to go because again, most of them I've seen they either make their table fee or they make more than that, but like there have been events that they have done like I like due to different circumstances they didn't do that well, like the event just wasn't for their genre or other things. Like a couple of the author friends that I know and am Discord and in Discord with, if you guys remember the A Million Lives book festival disaster, where they had people, it was in Boston and people like flew up there from here and it was like a whole thing, but like there wasn't that many people who showed up. There was like no decorations, no barely any setup. They had a ball, quote unquote, that they were supposed to go to and the ball was like concrete jungle sort of thing. So like those are the ones I'm very afraid to do for that reason and other reasons, but like anyway. Sorry, I again, you know me. All right, we are going to go ahead and do our last sprint for the evening. So I will see you guys in 25 minutes. All right, lovelies. We are done. We are done with our sprinting. Let me get all of this settled. Move back to that. And we'll just chat for a minute. Yeah, it went by so fast, right? Like, and I know I feel like I say this every time, but it genuinely always goes by so quickly. Hello. Good job. Yes, everybody, great job. How did everybody do? Let's do our end of sprint check-in. How'd everybody do? Did you guys get some stuff done? Rude. You can't see her, but she just zoomed in here, jumped in. There's like a little cubby area on my desk over here, and she just launched herself in there, and that's where she rests now. Read three chap. Heck yeah. Got some. Oh, I hope it was good. And editing chapter 2. Yes, we love that. Yes, kitty. How to. Oof, that is heavy. That is heavy. If you find out how to heal childhood trauma, you let me know. You let me know. I need the secrets. Can you please? Not to be too graphic, but she always does this, particularly after she's got the zoomies of just like launching herself into things. Slow beta. Oh, I feel that so much. It's so. Yeah, post it in the chat, please. Please post it in the chat if you figure that out. We need the answers. And yeah, beta readers, that's awesome. That is so exciting. Congrats on that. But oh my God, I do feel you. Because, like, you're at it's one thing to be at the mercy of your own, like, stuff, your own writing pace or whatnot. It's another thing to be at the mercy of other people. Because you're just like, I want it back now. It's not realistic, but I want it now. It's my money and I want it now. Can you not? Okay. She wants to join us. Come here, you. Do you want to say hello? As you usually do? Mm-hmm. I know. She, again, every time, every time, every time, every time I'm on stream, she's got to come and make herself known. Are you planning on putting on Fable? What is Fable? I, it could be my completely dumb brain right now. I know, I know I've heard that name before, but what is Fable? Remind me. I'm curious. Can you? And she chirps. She chirps and she meows and she's very cute and we love her, but she is a spoiled, rotten baby. To critique back, right? Yeah, exactly. Like you want the feedback immediately so you can start doing your part again, but like you're at the mercy of everybody else, so it's hard. Oh, okay. Oh, was it really? I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I need to write Fable down to see. Fable. Did you just do what I think you just did? That was not very nice. And that smells a lot. Rotten. Rotten. Yeah, I'll definitely have to. Don't be rude. You're going down. Goodbye. I definitely need to check out Fable, and I just wrote that down because I did not know that that was. that shows you how much I know about certain things because I did not know that that was a thing. I knew obviously I know of Goodreads and I know of Storygraph. Those are the only two like reader tracking ones that I knew of, but I'm definitely going to look at Fable because if I can if I need to add, which one was it? Twisting Fates? Yeah, I definitely need to add Twisting Fates on there because I didn't know that pen name was on there. That's really cool though. Yay, pen name. That is exciting. I promise I'm paying attention to you guys. It's just she is driving me nuts. Yeah, it must have been somebody, which makes me very happy that somebody else added it on there for me. Like, that's really cool. Somebody added my book on there. Oh, I got my first less than 3-star review. Celebrate. Everybody celebrate. First one down, many more to go, but I was like, I got my first one under my belt, so. Which probably sounds weird, but it's like, I'd rather have one that's like, what's their name asking for a friend? No, no, no. Again, reading is subjective. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinions and their thoughts on reading. Yes, I am tied to my book. I love my book. I will always defend my book, but at the same time, I'm not somebody I am very tied to the book. So it's like it's very subjective to them. But it just makes me laugh because I was like, "Oh, I finally have." Because everybody I talk to with my like author friends and stuff like that, everybody's always like, wait till you get your first like negative review. Don't look at it. Just don't look. All of my author friends are like, don't even look at any of them. Don't look at any of them. And I probably should listen to that. But I like at least some of them. Yeah, reading is subjective. It's everybody has their own books that I love. There are people who absolutely hate those books. So it's kind of like there's going to be similar to somebody reading my book. Like it's just not going to be to everybody's taste. But like I like to read certain reviews for critiques, kind of like a critique partner almost, but like people who don't know me. So like I can look through feedback and be like, okay, these things are things I can work on, if that makes sense. Like read let me rephrase. All of the people leaving reviews on the books, that is 100% for the readers, but I like to take it as feedback that things that I can improve on because I like to make sure that I can improve. Like that's just the way of being writer. Sorry, I'm going on this long diatribe. It is. It is a badge of honor to get your first negative review because there can be people will, people can love the book and all that kind of stuff, and I'm so happy when people love it. But like, you get your first bad one, it's like, all right, I've made it. Somebody had had a strong enough opinion of it that they wanted to leave a review. So I'm like, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad you had feelings about it, good, bad, or indifferent. So can you not? Okay, before I pile drive her into the ground for driving me nuts. All right. This was really good though. I'm really happy. We had another good sprint. So, let's see. We've got the next one will be not this coming up week, but it'll be the weekend after. So we do our alternate, you know, one day during the week and one day on the weekend in the morning. So the next one will be on Saturday. It'll be on a Saturday at 11. I don't have my calendar right in front of me, so I don't know the exact date, but that will be I'll put it in the community post. I'll post something in there so that way we actually have that on record. That'll be the next one and let's see. I feel like I had something I was going to say at the end. I don't know. It'll come to me as soon as we hop off of this, and I'm going to be like, crap, I forgot this thing. But oh well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But that's going to be it for tonight, my loves. Thank you so, so much for joining me. I had such a fun time, as usual, hanging out with you guys and chit chatting and all that jazz. So I will let you guys go for tonight, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. So have a good night.